Good morning. By authorization of the trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, it is my honor to declare that the 76th commencement ceremony of Penn State Schuylkill is now in order. The ceremony in which we are participating continues a great tradition, marking an important milestone in the life of an institution, its graduates, and society. University commencement ceremonies stretch back over 800 years to the establishment of the first universities in medieval Europe, beginning with the University of Bologna in 1088. Upon graduation from the Pennsylvania State University, today's graduates will have earned their place among thousands of scholars from these and other institutions of higher learning around the globe. In recognition of this, we wear academic robes modeled after those worn by scholars in the original medieval universities, both to recognize our heritage and to remind ourselves that we are members of a global scholarly community charged to pursue further learning, to conduct and promote disciplined research, and to use knowledge for the betterment of humankind. Our scholarly mission has been critical to the global response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Let us recommit ourselves to it today. Due to the pandemic, we appreciate everyone remaining in their seats and keeping their masks on for the entire ceremony. In addition, because singing can help spread the COVID-19 virus, we will not sing today, but rather stand and render proper respect for our national anthem to open today's ceremony and our alma mater at the end. At this time, please rise as you are able for our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the United States Marine Band. Please be seated. Welcome to our 2021 graduates, your friends and family members, members of our faculty and staff who have joined us in person today, and the many loved ones, members of our advisory board, alumni, and friends of Penn State who are watching online. Today, we congratulate and we celebrate 60 Penn State Schuylkill students from the class of 2021 who are graduating from the Pennsylvania State University. This is the 76th time we have done this. These ceremonies have occurred during war and peacetime, economic downturns and times of great prosperity, and during prior epidemics, as well as days of good health. Today, we are adhering to public health guidelines because we are celebrating in the middle of the most dangerous global pandemic in a century. As of this morning, over 3 million people around the globe have died from this virus. And those graduates today earning degrees in nursing and radiological sciences have already been working in hospitals and medical offices on the front lines, taking care of patients, some of whom are dealing with COVID-19. I ask that we pause for a moment of silence to remember those we have lost this year and our many grieving neighbors around the world who have lost a loved one to this deadly virus. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Darcy Medica, Director of Academic Affairs, to introduce our student speaker.
Thank you. We are blessed and fortunate to have students at Penn State Schuylkill who inspire us with their hard work and life stories, who make us laugh with their humor and make our lives work fulfilling through their learning, growth, and success. Today's student speaker is a perfect example of our smart, hardworking, and inspiring students. It is my great pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Kiana Rivera. Kiana is a native Schuylkill County resident, and she is joined today by her family, her mother, Christy, stepfather, Derek, grandfather, Ralph, and fiance, Eric, together with many family and friends who will be celebrating virtually with us. Kiana is graduating cum laude with a bachelor's in psychology and a minor in sociology. She is a member of the Penn State Schuylkill Honors Program and was the teaching assistant for a psychology course taught at a local high school. She has received financial aid awards to support her studies and has worked hard at her part-time job during school, most days from the end of her classes until very late in the evening. Through her efforts, she was able to save up enough money to purchase her first home at the age of 21, which is very impressive. After graduation, Kiana will start a job as a blended case manager at Service Access and Management in Pottsville, and she plans to further her education by attending graduate school with the ultimate goal of opening her own practice with a focus on helping women and children who are victims of abuse and assault. Thank you, Kiana, for sharing your thoughts with your fellow graduates. And now, representing the class of 2021, Kiana Rivera.
Okay. All right. This is a tree, obviously, and you're all looking at me like I'm crazy, but I promise you I'll tell you why this tree is going to be your best friend in just a little bit. In the meantime, good morning, class of 2021. Wow, we finally made it. I think it's safe to say that the past year has been a whirlwind of trials and tribulations, yet here we are, gathered together to celebrate our prestigious achievements. And we also celebrate the dedication and commitment of the entire Penn State Schuylkill staff, faculty, and administration who have all helped us to achieve our goals. So on behalf of all the students and families gathered here today, and those who are watching this celebration remotely, I'd like to thank Penn State Schuylkill for all that they have done in keeping our community safe while still providing an outstanding Penn State education in the midst of a global pandemic. So let's give them a round of applause. For many of us, including myself, the stress and anxiety that comes along with a pandemic makes everything seem so far out of reach. One of the things the pandemic has done is make us re-evaluate what we consider to be success. For the longest time, I've struggled with the idea of success and what it means to be successful. For some, success can mean the amount of money you have in your bank account. For others, it can be symbolized by materialistic things such as designer clothes or cool sports cars. But to find the true meaning of success, we must go on a journey of unforeseen struggles and hardships and come out the other side stronger and wiser than ever before. On a personal note, I never thought I would be up here today. I never thought I would have these honors cords, and I never thought that I would have accomplished all that I have in the past 4 years. So for me, today is success. Transferring to Penn State Schuylkill campus at the end of my freshman year is a decision that I will never regret. One of my favorite memories that I cherish from early in my college experience was when a professor asked the class a question that no one was expecting. What inspires you to pursue a higher education? Of course, students said things like, oh, I just wanted to get a higher paying job, or my mom told me so. And as I sat there and thought about what inspired me, there was only one thing I could think about. One person who has been there for me from the start of it all, my mother. Being a single mom, I'm getting emotional now, so sorry. But being a single mom at such a young age is no easy task, and my mother sacrificed everything she had for her kids. Sorry. Okay. It was at that moment that I realized that my inspiration for everything I do in life is my mother, and that's what I told my professor. So here's a question for you, class of 2021. Who is your inspiration? On this long-awaited day, who will you be thanking for supporting you along the way? Today is the day we close one chapter and open another, and I know we're all nervous and excited and asking ourselves, what will the future hold? As humans, we tend to worry. We worry about the future, if we're ever going to get married or have kids. We worry about if we're ever going to get to travel again. But one of the ways I have found to manage this worry is to look at the world as if it's a forest, and all of our struggles are trees, some larger, some smaller, but there are different paths we can take to get around each tree. We can chop it down, we can walk around it, but many of us just seem to keep bumping into the same tree over and over again, hitting the same obstacle and becoming more stressed, discouraged, and frustrated. To me, success is being able to face those obstacles head on, and when we do this, we create a beautiful forest. Look around at our campus, there's trees everywhere, and those trees have a story. It could be your story of amazing triumphs and obstacles you faced, all to make it here on this day, graduation. Struggles are always going to be a part of life. Our graduating class has faced a pandemic, and that's probably one of the biggest struggles you faced in your life thus far. But we faced it head on with our masks, of course, and we are victorious today because of that. In closing, remember, we all made it here despite our obstacles or trees, or maybe because of them. Some of you may have had to work a job, take care of a family. Some of you may have even had to serve in the military during your time at Penn State Schuylkill. Whatever your obstacle, be proud of every accomplishment, and remember, success isn't a number or a rank. Success is a feeling. Success is happiness. And in the wise words of successful businessman Chris Gardner, he says, "The secret to success is to find something you love to do so much you can't wait for the sun to rise to do it all over again." You will always have obstacles, even if you're doing something you love. But remember, it's those obstacles that can turn into our triumphs, and you too can create that beautiful forest. I want to thank everyone for the amazing time spent here at Penn State Schuylkill, and once again, congratulate the graduating class of 2021. We are proud, we are accomplished, we are resilient, and we are Penn State, yeah.
Thank you, Kiana. You make all of us Penn State Schuylkill proud. Every commencement ceremony features a very special recognition of students who have taken full advantage of the educational and research opportunities at the university. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you turn to page 7 of your printed program. At Penn State Schuylkill, we regard outstanding scholarship as deserving of high public recognition. You will see the members of the class who are graduating with scholastic distinction. This includes those who were in the top 12% of their graduating class in their respective colleges. Please rise as I announce your names. The following students are graduating cum laude and wearing a white honor cord. Kayla Rose Bainey. Elena Claire Campbell. Kaylee Hannah Cooper. Kiana M. Rivera. Rachel Wiest. Congratulations to all of you. The following student is graduating magna cum laude and wearing a blue honor cord. Haley Ellen Wynand. Please be seated. Undergraduate and graduate students who have honorably served, are serving, or are commissioned to serve in the U.S. military wear red, white, and blue entwined cords in recognition of their duty and service. The following student is graduating with military recognition. Please rise. Mitchell Keith Stokes. Please be seated. Congratulations to all of you. And now, it is time for the moment you have all been waiting for. Will all degree candidates please rise? Chancellor Jones, I have the honor to present as worthy and approved candidates for the various undergraduate degrees those who have met the academic requirements of the university for such degrees.
Can you hear me now? Ooh, thank you. I'm going to do that again so we all hear it. This is the important moment. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, I now confer upon each of you the degree or degrees you have earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean. In testimony of this, you will receive a diploma admitting you to all the privileges, honors, and responsibilities of your degrees. As graduates of the Pennsylvania State University, you may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. Please be seated. At this time, we have the great pleasure of recognizing each graduate individually. As Dr. Medica reads your name, please join me on stage to be recognized and to receive your diploma cover. To our family members in attendance, this will be a perfect opportunity to take pictures, but you will need to remain in your seats because of the pandemic. We have a professional photographer from Grad Images take pictures of every graduate as they cross the stage. Grad Images will contact each graduate directly by email shortly after our ceremony with information regarding purchasing those photos. Information on how to obtain them was also included in this week's commencement email. And now we begin.
Will the candidates for the associate degrees in business administration please come forward? Elena Claire Campbell. Mackenzie Elizabeth Motter. Rachel Wiest. Will the candidates for associate degrees in human development and family studies please come forward? Courtney Nicole Foster. Desiree Regal. Savannah Elizabeth Wolf. Will the candidate for an associate degree in letters, arts, and sciences and associate degree in radiological sciences please come forward? Callie Bowersox. Will the candidates for associate degrees in radiological sciences please come forward? Madeline Balsavage. Morgan Cooper. Bryn D'Angelo. Bailey Dre. Mallory Ebert. Joseph Gervalis. Shaylin High. Kaylee Hopkins. Emma Nace. Brianna Rhodes. Mackenzie Sabatino. Brooke Schaefer. Kylie Tohill. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in administration of justice please come forward? Oh. Callie Bowersox. I'm sorry, we did both at once. So. Okay. 2 degrees. All right, will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in administration of justice please come forward? Ashley Lynn Cherapin. Matthew Logan Hafer. Jeffrey Hudson. Michael Jensen. Michael Callion. Austin Eugene Strasser. Carly May Tishengo. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in biology please come forward? Kayla Rose Bainey. Julia Elizabeth Hahn. Joseph John Medica IV. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in business, excuse me, in business, please come forward? Michelle Ann Atkinson. Noelle Ann Kaufman. Coral Lee Kreiser. Isabella R. Montone. Victoria Zach. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in corporate communication please come forward? Malik J. Hughes. Adam Moyer. Haley Ellen Winand. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in psychology, Bachelor of Arts, please come forward? Chelsea E. Urkis. M. Paisley. Kiana M. Rivera. Mitchell Keith Stokes. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in psychology, Bachelor of Science, please come forward? Alexis Breslin. Kaylee Hannah Cooper.
I'd like to close by thanking all the staff members who helped make today a success. Jonathan Kukta, Director of Business Services, and all the members of our Commencement Planning Committee. Leah Morrison, the Strategic Communications team. John Peters, the Information Technology team. Don Summers and the Technical Services team, and our sign language interpreter, Walter McRae. Thanks to all of you for organizing and supporting today's ceremony to recognize and celebrate our graduating students. Thank you to Dr. Anita Vickers for serving as faculty marshal today and representing our incredible faculty. Thank you to every member of our faculty and staff. They are dedicated and caring professionals at any time. Their response over the last year during this pandemic has been truly remarkable. The success of today's graduates is in great part due to their hard work and dedication over the years. Thank you, faculty and staff members of Penn State Schuylkill. And now to the graduates, members of the class of 2021. Today, you have graduated from one of the finest universities in the world. You have earned your place among thousands of alumni of this great university and will forever be known as Penn Staters. This past year, when faced with a global pandemic, you have shown the resilience for which Penn Staters are known. This will serve you well throughout your life because when faced with challenges, you will be able to look back and say, we handled COVID-19 just fine. We can deal with this. Please remember this in the context of the question I'm about to ask you. For your final lesson here at Penn State Schuylkill, I pose to you the following question. What exactly does being a Penn Stater mean? What exactly does being a Penn Stater mean? As with most such questions, a little historical research can be helpful. Penn State was founded in 1855, and with the passage of the Morrill Act in 1862, we became Pennsylvania's land-grant university. Penn State Schuylkill was established in 1934. We are now in our 86th year of service, fulfilling Penn State's land-grant mission here in Schuylkill County. Land-grant universities were funded and founded with a federal mandate: make the world a better place. We fulfill that mission in three distinct ways. We provide access to affordable, high-quality education. We conduct and promote research to improve people's lives. and we engage with our communities in order to make them better places to live. As Penn Staters, you are now graduates of our land-grant university. You will carry our mission and our ethos out into the world wherever you go for the rest of your lives. To be a Penn Stater means to be someone who works to make the world a better place. Therefore, I charge you, go forth and make our world a better place through the acquisition and sharing of knowledge, by conducting research and applying evidence-based findings to solve problems and improve people's lives, and by engaging in and with the communities in which you reside and work to make them better places to live. And remember, you cannot do this alone. As a Penn Stater, you have learned to work with others in common cause. After all, being a Penn Stater begins with the word we, as in. And now I expect this whole tent to like rattle. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, gramps, brothers, sisters, children. We are all one big Penn State family, and we like to say that we are Penn State. And we are so proud of you, class of 2021. We are so proud of you. How about one last round of applause? And now please stand for our alma mater, For the Glory of Old State, performed by the Penn State Glee Club, which is Penn State's oldest student organization, having been founded in 1888. After the alma mater, please remain in place until our recession is complete and all of the graduates have exited.